You can see I'm in a new van. Sorry about the light. I kind of parked where the sun is hitting me hard here, and sorry about that. I should have backed this thing in. So anyway, but we're back and we're doing Ecclesiastes, and we're doing Ecclesiastes 3. So I have a new van. My old van died, and it got a rod knock and kind of the death knell on that thing. So you can see I have a new van. It's actually pretty old, but it's got quite a bit going on in it. It's a luxury. It's a '94 luxury land yacht of a van. And you can see over here that there's a wheelchair lift right there. That's what that cage looking thing is. That's for my wife to use. Unfortunately, she doesn't have, the seat here is here. Now there's a roof right here, goes all the way across, and that is too low for her, so her head won't clear. Otherwise, I was thinking I was going to be able to remove this seat and put tie downs in up here. I can't. There's not enough headroom for her with her wheelchair. So, this is kind of temporary in a way, kind of. We're going to make it a 3 to 5 year plan to be able to trade this thing in. Get something back into the smaller van that has a space for her right beside. Because I don't like her being all the way back there. We don't engage in conversation when we're going down the road, and it's hard for me to even see what she's doing. So anyway, without further ado, I am. It's already 8:15, and it is Tuesday. Lots of things happening in the world, but we're going to focus on God's word here. A time for everything. A very famous chapter of the book that everybody knows part of. There's a time for everything and a season for every activity under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. A time to embrace and a time to refrain. A time to search and a time to give up. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. What does a worker gain from his toil? I have seen the burden that God has laid on men. He has made everything beautiful in his time. He has set eternity in the hearts of men, yet they cannot fathom what God has done from the beginning to the end. I know that there is nothing better for men than to be happy and do good while they live, that everyone may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all his toil. This is the gift of God. I know that everything God does will endure forever. Nothing can be added to it and nothing taken from it. God does it so that men will revere him. Whatever is has already been, and what will be has been before, and God will call the past to account. And I saw something else under the sun. In the place of judgment, wickedness was there. In the place of justice, wickedness was there. I thought in my heart, God will bring to judgment both righteous and the wicked. For there will be a time for every activity, a time for every deed. I also thought, as for men, God tests them so that they may see that they are like animals. Man's fate is like that of the animals, and fate awaits them both. As one dies, so dies another. All have the same breath. Man has no advantage over the animal. Everything is meaningless. All go to the same place. All come from dust, and to dust all return. Who knows if the spirit of man rises upward, and if the spirit of the animal goes down into the earth? So I saw that there is nothing better for a man than to enjoy his work, because that is his lot. For who can bring him to see what will happen after him? Here is reading the Lord. Thanks be to God. So that's a bit to chew on. And, A Time for Everything is very famous, and has been, put to a very famous song. It was, whether they, believed in God or not, they put it to song. So who knows? So anyway, thank you so much. It is now 8:20. I got to get inside and get some work done. May you have a blessed day. If you like what we're doing here, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to read more often again. And hopefully I can get some engagement with you. I'd love to hear your opinions on what we're reading at the time. Right now we're going through Ecclesiastes. We had been going through Proverbs. It got to be a bit of a grind going through Solomon's bullet points. And so instead we moved on to Ecclesiastes just to help me. Anyway, God bless you. Have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that like button, and come see me out more often. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. God bless.